Everybody. In our last video, we watched how we can integrate NVD using the ServiceNow out-of-the-box NVD integration. The out-of-the-box NVD integration provided the vulnerability definitions directly from the NVD database into ServiceNow, but at that point it lacked the information related to known exploits for those vulnerability definitions. We can enrich the vulnerability definitions in the ServiceNow library, vulnerability definition library, by integrating it with Shodan exploit database. The integration is available out of the box. For enabling the plugin related to the Shodan exploit integration with ServiceNow vulnerability response application, we need to enable the plugin Shodan exploit integration for security operations. Once this is installed, we need to navigate to the URL https://account.shodan.io/login. Once we navigate to this particular URL, first we need to register in this particular URL. During the registration process, we might have to provide the username, password, and a valid email address. Once we provide the valid email address and click on create, it would send a confirmation email to that particular email address with an URL on which you need to click to get the account activated. Once the account is activated, you need to log in with that particular account and the corresponding password. Once you log in, you will have an API key corresponding to that particular account. So you need to copy that particular API key and navigate back to ServiceNow. In ServiceNow, in the application navigator, once you write Shodan, you need to go to the configuration menu option and provide that particular API key. Once you provide that particular API key and click on save, ServiceNow will validate whether it's a valid API key or not. Once it finds that the API key is valid, it would execute the save option. If the API key is invalid, this particular message would not appear, but rather an error would appear. Since this API key is valid, this gives the message your configuration setup is complete. Once the configuration setup is complete, we need to go to the option integrations under the application Shodan exploit integration. Here we'll find Shodan exploit DB integration and Shodan Metasploit integration. The Shodan exploit DB integration brings the exploit information from the Shodan exploit database, and the Shodan Metasploit integration brings the Shodan Metasploit integration information from the Shodan exploit database. The Shodan Metasploit integration runs at 1:15 AM daily, whereas the Shodan exploit database runs at 3:15 AM daily. Both the timings are out of the box. Both these integrations can be executed on demand on an ad hoc basis. Once these integrations are executed, the vulnerability definitions in ServiceNow will be enriched with the exploit information coming in from the Shodan exploit database. The information that will be coming in will be available in the vulnerability definitions in this particular exploit tab. So currently let's open a vulnerability definition, and here we can see that the exploit tab is empty. Once this integration runs, if there are valid exploits for this vulnerability definition, it would appear under this particular related list, and the exploit exists option would turn to yes, and based on the information coming in, the exploit skill level, exploit attack vector, if applicable, will change. That's all about the Shodan exploit integration with ServiceNow vulnerability response application. Thank you and have a great day.